All right, let's talk about part 2 here. Part 2, let's just generate the unit circle. Let's remember what we did, and let's just do this as quickly as possible. Okay, so counting to 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, everything is square rooted, right? Right. Over 2, over 2, over 2, over 2, over 2. This gives you, this guy is now 0. This guy is now 1/2. This guy is root 2 over 2. This guy is root 3 over 2. And this guy, of course, is 1. Now, here we go. Draw your axis. Okay, we start with the end ones. Always start with the outside, work in. 0 and 1, or sorry, 1 and 0, 0, 1, -1, 0, and finally down here, 0, -1. Perfect. Okay, next one. These guys are gone. Boom. Next one, these two. Okay, go over root 3 over 2, 1/2. There's your first point. Right there, 30 degrees. That even looks like 30 degrees. Draw your box. Boom. There's your box. And each one of these coordinates, of course, it's root 3 over 2 in the x direction, 1/2 in the y direction. Boom. That's the same, but negative, positive. That's the same, negative, negative. And that's the same, positive, negative. Next one. Rotate it. Here we go. Thump, 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 thump. And if you think about it, this distance here is 1/2. That distance there is root 3 over 2. So in other words, these guys get flipped. All right, 1/2, root 3 over 2. Boom, boom. So that's, of course, negative, positive. That one over here would be negative, negative. And that one over here would be positive, negative. They're all the same coordinates. So now that you've exhausted these two, okay, that means you have to, of course, label it. You know, from here is 0 to here is pi. All the way back is 2 pi. Okay, so let's go through the labeling process. Breaks this up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6's. So this is pi over 6, 2 pi over 6, which we'll reduce later, 3 pi over 6, we'll reduce that one later, 4 pi over 6, that one's 5 pi over 6, 6 pi over 6 is just pi, 7 pi over 6, 8 pi over 6, 9 pi over 6, okay, 10 pi over 6, 11 pi over 6, and finally 12 pi over 6, which is just 2 pi. Perfect. Excellent. Now, those two are exhausted. The only thing that's left is this one in the middle. Let's do that one in black. Here we go. Right in the middle, which means draw another box. Boom, 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 boom. There it is. Okay, this is root 2 over 2, root 2 over 2. That's the only values that you have left. Now that's exhausted and it's done. This entire thing is done as well. But let's put the pi's in there, okay? Let's put the radian measures in there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's your radian measures. Pi over 4, 2 pi over 4, 3 pi over 4, 4 pi over 4, 5 pi over 4, 6 pi over 4, 7 pi over 4, and finally, 7 pi over 4, 8 pi over 4, which is just 2 pi. Now, the cool thing is I'm doing this really, really fast, and you have to be able to generate this as fast as I did. Now, go back and just change these things and reduce them. For example, this 2 pi over 6, you know, is pi over 3. You know that this one is 3 pi over 6, which is just plain old pi over 2. That's 4 pi over 6. That would be 2 pi over 3. This one, 5 pi over 6, can't touch. 7 pi over 6, can't touch. 8 pi over 6 can be reduced. That could be reduced to 4 pi over 3. This can be reduced. 9 pi over 6 is, of course, 3 pi over 2. 10 pi over 6, 5 pi over 2. 11 pi over 6, 2 pi. And look at that. Check out the time, baby, right up there. 4 minutes and 30 seconds, and you've generated a unit circle.